Hi, I'm Jeannie and I'm here from Jimmy Bean's Wool today to teach you how to knit without turning your work. Now we have a written article on the site that's going to correspond with this, and it's called Knitting Backwards. But in retrospect and thinking about it, it's really not what we're doing. We're not really knitting backwards, because to knit backwards is sometimes known as tinking, and that's to actually go back and undo a row. What we're doing is creating the next knitted row on the purl side from the front without having to turn the work. And this technique is really helpful when you're doing things like interlock, short row work, anything where you're doing a lot of turning of the work on just a few number of stitches. And this is interlock. This is a big piece of interlock which looks like it's woven, but it's actually short row work. This particular pattern is on our site in sort of a way. We've got a scarf that mimics this, and also articles that go along with the scarf. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you, because to be continually turning your work tends to be a little tedious. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is how to knit backwards or knit without turning your work. And we'll see how Amber will get in here. Good job, Amber. And you see I've just got a little tiny swatch, just a few stitches, and I'm actually on the right side row ready to turn my work, and I would normally purl back, but that's what we want to avoid. So because when you're doing short row work like interlock or any kind of short row shaping where there's a lot of turning, it's faster not to have to turn. Now keep in mind, I am a right-handed knitter. I do carry my yarn in the right hand, and I'm going to try and get Laura to do a video because she knows how to do this, and she carries her yarn in her left hand. But I am in the position with the front side of my work, or the right side of my work to me. I take my left hand needle, insert it into the back of the stitch. Maybe Amber can kind of get close. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see that I've inserted that left hand needle into the back of the stitch, and I take my yarn around my needle and just pull it over like this, slip the stitch off. So see, now I'm going, instead of from right to left, I'm going left to right. So we'll do that again. Take the left hand needle, slip it into the back of that stitch from left to right, back of the stitch, left to right, and you're going to come up and around just like you would if you were knitting the other way. If you go the other way, you'll end up with twisted stitches. And through the back of the stitch from left to right, take your yarn up and around that back needle, that left hand needle. So you're coming from clockwise around that stitch, around that needle. Whoops, sorry, I went out of frame. I was focused on my knitting. To the back and around to the back of the stitch with the left hand needle, counterclockwise around the tip of the needle. Whoops, we goofed that one up. Go back and around all the way across, which basically eliminates the need to turn the work. So we are now ready to go on a right side row and knit across, and it's really that simple. Knit across. Really that simple. Enjoy, play the video over and over so you can see how I'm doing it. Like I say, I'm going to work on Laura and see if I can get her on camera to show you how to do it with your left hand. And I'm Jeannie. I'm here from Jimmy Bean's Wool. Happy shirt rows. Bye.
Thunder rumbles on this American summer night. There's kids on the corner stuck in a switchblade fight, and the rock and roll bands play for the girls on the beach.